Oi, tudo bom? Vamos dar continuidade nas quests de Natlan. Já
So what
iniciei
brings you
aqui
here?
por
Do you need
engano,
help
mas
with
vamos
anything?
aí. Sim,
We want to visit the mysterious island.
é.
The mysterious island, huh?
Is there something wrong?
I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people.
Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet.
Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted domains, but to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island.
Ó o
Since
One
then,
Piece aí.
many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find rich.
Oh, that makes sense. So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it. This is like a big secret for the people.
On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend?
Oh,
Well, I'm willing to answer your question.
sure thing. Oh,
Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long as the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to.
it's really hard to believe that could happen.
They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money is some kind of legal travel expenditure. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why.
Oh, Paimon understands now. We're the
Exactly! And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers, no matter what nefarious.
You betcha. If it's just a few scammers we're talking about, he'll take them all down.
Wonderful! Then here, please.
Whoa, that's a lot of Mora.
There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. So please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence.
No wonder you're the chief. Seems like you've already thought of everything. Okay,
I've marked the location of the scammers on your map.
this should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer. Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar?
Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already. Oh, pardon.
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious, be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be. But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid. please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who rashly
Huh. He actually sounds pretty convinced.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So,
So how much...
not to worry. I don't
So you'd be working...
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island.
Smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him. All right, thank you. Then...
Of course. Please, follow me.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Koholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
Ahem.
Huh? Oh, you two must be here to...
Atta?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Koholosaur. Atta is highly respected among the tribe, and is far more knowledgeable than other Koholosaurs. Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how to...
Really? But how do we do that?
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide... But no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic... I can understand Atta's instructions, and...
All right, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 more per...
Huh?
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a...
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but...
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking with that kind of evidence?
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta.
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
Remember, approach them slowly.
Don't worry. I will help
Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Okay.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say.
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course. Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their language. Let's follow Atta.
Here's your group photo. I even packaged it.
Any chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the Chief's Mora to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some... Paimon's curious. These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far... With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the Chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take us to the island.
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed...
Oh, all right, then let's...
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on the opposite...
You mean, we're almost there?
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path... Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get... According to Atta's insights, this is the place.
You mean the...
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means...
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and...
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find. And who says a mysterious...
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, we were commissioned by the Chief of the People of the Springs to get...
You sure?
Huh. Let's see.
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were... You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With...
No, he's trying to get away! It's the Chief!
What's the Chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me. Even...
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We love...
Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you...
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided by...
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should... There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just didn't...
Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's an even...
You... Ugh. All right. Sure.
We have witnesses standing...
Fine. Guess it will...
Woohoo! No wonder you're the Chief of the tribe!
I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for... If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself?
That's a good point. Speaking of, have any guides from the people of the...
I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. There is no shortcut to the island. And most people don't even meet the If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the springs, despite all of their... Which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open...
There's a requirement?
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the
It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companion.
And therein lies the key point. Oh, it's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients, nor The legend also mentioned that only those willing to Therefore, the requirement to reach the island
So that's the
From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. But unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid you could probably never...
That's true.
But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this beautiful land that I call my... Whether it's remote islands or ancient ruins, I'm sure they can also... And let me tell you a secret. The elders once told me that beneath these...
Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily.
Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested in finding the island.
A guide we could trust with our lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone like that?
Oh, we could go... It appears you've already made up your minds. Then,
Okay, bye-bye!
Vai seguindo aqui mesmo, né? Cadê a surfista?
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why?
May I ask?
Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Night Wind about...
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found your...
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. According to the experts, I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating your...
You'd really do that? Then...
You got it.
A da trambiqueira também.
Well, hello there! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
It's been a while, Mulan. Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true? Do pink...
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters...
Whoa, for...
But let's get back to why you're here.
Ah, tá.
Are you looking to buy some water sports product? Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the mysterious island.
Do you have any concern?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty... But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll...
Then I'll have to explain some things to you. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, going to the But Since it's you two asking, I definitely won't. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like we're... Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just for the sake... Mualani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found another
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait,
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's...
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. So, let me put up the closed sign first.
Legal, ela tem uma lojinha. Ela tem uma lojinha de... Cadê a loja dela? Que da hora. Tem a prancha. Os baiacus que ela usa também.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go. Indeed. Well done. No wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mualani?
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being...
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be...
Allow me to do the talking. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I...
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't they also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right? Seems they
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear...
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know.
Oh? And where...
The mysterious island.
just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey...
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement.
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to... I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hand.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the...
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if... Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their income. How do you think I reached the mysterious island?
Well, I'm different. I'm no...
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. New student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything that—
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me that.
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend to the letter. Waiting for a cumbersome client.
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof? Why don't you wait until he's actually found the...
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about.
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani. Or maybe you're—
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best guide in the tribe can't stop talking about him.
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle New has also argued with Ko'olo before, but it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken lightly. I was really surprised when, after telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face, I didn't make you think that you're causing me trouble, did I?
Actually, Paimon did think about taking—
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle New taught me as a guide. The difficulty of the trip is the very first— If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, you must first reach a consensus. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle New has never been to the island, so Ko'olo always used— So, as Uncle New's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove—
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be our guide, with the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion, you'll definitely be able to find the mistake.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away. I've already had the plans for this trip.
Oh, it's that scholar guy. Paimon almost forgot he was still here.
Scholar guy? My name is Varamdra. Please, you...
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady too. Hello again.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to...
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've all...
Oh.
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. It's understood. We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual commission fees. In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation...
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm this...
So you still refuse? Fine. Karia, I'll put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Varamdra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed with that—
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone.
I'm so sorry for the trouble.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, how about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern...
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends.
That's your plan?
Wonderful. On behalf of both Varamdra and I, thank you so...
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparations. Come with me. Hey, Alapha. I've got some business for you.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that Lapha sounds so much cuter.
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories. Only the best you've got.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be pricey.
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together like this is a hired commission, are we?
Oh, no. We're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. We're ready, Lapha.
Your total is 200,000 mora.
Isn't that still a lot for you, Mualani?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary, or simply spend...
You call that a week's worth of pocket money? Are you rich, Mualani?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another store. Come. Afternoon, Uncle On.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your grandfather.
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey, can you help me find something kind of rare?
All right. What are you...
A record player. Specifically, the kind of...
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed. I thought it'd be nice.
Uncle On.
Just don't break it, okay? I'll leave...
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean we need to buy some?
Yep, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release...
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record. The one you...
That's, pretty...
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Master...
Whoa! Then we could produce some really wild...
Nice. That...
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently...
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't cut...
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 more...
Deal.
Looks like Mualani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy.
What's wrong, Mualani?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get... Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, it's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their experience. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copy which brings us to today. The day...
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel a little...
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot better.
That's right! Let's go and find them together!
Bora.
Afternoon, Uncle New. I have a big surprise.
A surprise? Then you must be here to finally pick up...
You saw right through me, as always.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. In some... it's just that... my feeling...
Huh? Do you think that I'm still not ready yet?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. It's just that, after all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy feat for any guide.
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will definitely be...
Yeah. This time, I'll definitely be able to prove that...
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's just, our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only one thing we must...
I understand, Uncle Nick.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it. You must return...
Was this made with spinel fruit? For some reason...
Right. Which is precisely why...
You really know me best, Uncle New. All right. Traveler and Paimon?
Yay! Paimon can't wait!
Vamos lá.
It's about time to meet up now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
Traveler, Paimon, over here!
You're here, Mualani! Oh, and those strange scholars are here too.
Good morning, you two.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of our...
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey...
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh. Is it an...
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. It's a monument. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors. This will make our journey to the...
Is there any theoretical basis to support that claim?
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before... Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it.
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to depart under your gaze and return under your protective watch.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great...
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the...
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh? Wow, there are a lot of
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kahol. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that so it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one or two.
You're a real pro at this.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholosaurs don't like gathering as herds unless it's...
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the springs would know. It so happens, it's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season, unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare.
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away and include an explanation.
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that.
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kaholas?
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering together with their...
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholosaur herd?
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked, but it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have Karia wait here and...
No worries. We don't need everyone to go. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two. Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Is that so? Then that works out.
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant scholar. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholosaurs sure seem on guard.
Given you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce that the clue is in that valley...
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholosaur. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings, much less make...
But on what basis?
Okay, so can we figure out...
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them. It'd take a while for me to come up...
Let Paimon think. Oh,
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholosaur herd.
This is tricky.
Karia, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra and the others.
Me? All right. When Varamdra decided to look for leads on the Kaholosaur, I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Kaholosaurs relied on their hearing to track their... But I'm not sure how useful that information...
Oh, that...
You can just call me Karia.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Travel... Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight, but this plant can help us solve that problem. Because its fragrance, we can apply the plant's extract to our bodies and trick their sense of...
So, we're gonna...
Don't worry, it's also good for your skin.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy.
Perfect. Okay. Be sure to stay out of sight. Follow me and stay close. What's that sound? Careful! Oh, it's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. There'd be so many here. We can't get through. Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. Careful. Don't startle them. Follow me and stay close. They must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock. What are they doing?
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun?
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the springs could understand.
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some kind of drawing.
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released by Coholosaurs. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Coholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead. Seems there was a...
Has he always been this way, Miss Karia?
He's just obsessed with his research.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness.
Yes, I understand. And I suppose that...
Mualani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination.
Hard to tell. Paimon certainly doesn't...
Aha! I got it. Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jadeskirt Knoll. Find our next destination.
Really? You got all that just...
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps. All right, break time is over. Let's get ready. Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses the water.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something...
If you have any suggestions, then
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit...
That is a possibility. But I don't remember...
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in Natlan also used a similar device. Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built imitating the dragon ones.
Oh, I remember now. Uncle New did mention...
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research. Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. My research indicates that the Spirit Way was originally a natural phenomenon. Therefore, the area must contain many potential Spirit Ways, and the dragons who lived here in ancient times may have...
Oh, amazing!
Now everyone's contributing to the...
You flatter me. If my theory is correct, we should already be very close to the mysterious island.
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans, we should stick with a name that references no human.
Then let's start searching for the phlogiston node. Speaking of which...
If I'm not mistaken... Look that way!
Ali é Sumero. No fundo é Sumero ali, a pirâmide do rei de Dashrit.
Whoa! It started glowing! This should be it, right?
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. The light does remind me of a spirit, but according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes. Let's keep searching, everyone.
Dá pra ver da... Cadê? Ali a pirâmide do rei de Dashrit. Caraca. Dá pra ver daqui. É bem aqui mesmo. É, aqui a pirâmide no mapa. Mausoléu do rei de Dashrit. Porra, da hora.
But it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
All right, let's fit.
That was quick.
work, everyone. Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires... Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes to change the path of the spirit way. If we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on the spirit way will come tumbling...
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory, the process should be very safe, but only if the 3 phlogiston nodes are...
Do you think you'd be able to operate it? I just tried, and it clearly requires more skill than it...
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information, and theoretically should be... Huh? But in theory...
If Vorondra can't control it, then that also...
Okay, well...
After all the adventures he's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
All right. Then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here and operate the phlogiston node. I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node, and we...
Wait, but handling it this way sounds...
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast. If we don't manage to reach a node...
Do you still remember the promise we made before we left? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are
Alrighty. Please be careful.
to the spirit way on the right! Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need! We did it, Mualani!
The path ends up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need! Mualani, we've taken care of the final node! Please be careful!
That was perfect.
You're amazing, Mualani! There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again. Wait,
Oh no, you're right.
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge.
in that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance.
Do you hear that?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water.
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look. Hey, look over there.
Whoa, there's a giant whirlpool over there.
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh? What?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility. To reach the
No way.
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand that...
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map, everything points to the path ahead being hidden.
And what if you're wrong?
Ramdra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. Unfortunately, the spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water level. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. Don't you think that's so? Our goal should be the shallow waters. If we enter that vortex, the
He does seem to...
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but...
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration to come...
But didn't we all agree to trust each...
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it. Even if you try to convince me...
No, I refute...
You!
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in...
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning. You're not my...
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit with... How about this? You and Karia wait here. I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build my case first, and then I'll come back to...
Well,
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going.
You're better acquainted with her than I.
Varamdra is quite knowledgeable about Natlan's geography.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead.
Do you also think that this is a reckless decision? It's okay. That's completely normal. Actually, this is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down from... This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means that we must bear... Although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the whirlpool, if the scholars still choose to reject my plan, I won't have the... The same goes for the two of you. You are the commissioners, so if you think this is too risky, then it's perfectly reasonable. The good news is that I know the way back to the tribe very...
Mualani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Mualani. Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two of us. We all managed to make it back...
Aw, Paimon.
All right. Let's investigate this whirlpool and see if we can gather... Matters of luck aside, he definitely knows a lot about geography and...
I know, it's just that we can't see much from here.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon or does the whirl...
You're right. Maybe it's just like the flip...
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia? What are you...
I tried to persuade him, but Varamdra insisted. He said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But after he took a few steps, the water's... I'm not much of a swimmer, so I came to...
Oh, why did this have to happen now? Can we...
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him. Just tell me which way...
Let's ride!
We found him!
Oh, there they are!
Ramdra, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Didn't I tell you?
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, it's just... I didn't expect my calculus.
Right, who knows if we can make it back in time now?
Seems we missed our chance.
Why would you give up on such an opportunity to come?
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind.
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karia. I think if I reactivate the only problem is that we still don't know exactly. It's already getting late now. And we've been on the move for a whole day.
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible. It won't interrupt while everyone's busy.
We have plenty of tasty things to eat. Let's just find a suitable spot.
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up the...
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. Oh, and here's a little camping tip.
I can't believe that...
Is there anything I can help with?
What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect for...
Mm-hmm. It really hits the...
Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some credit too.
No. I'm just happy...
What was that sound?
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on. Listen.
Wow, so it really works! Paimon thought you were...
My parents told me that most of the valuable experience from our ancestors is hidden in...
Guess that makes...
In a sense, this trip to the mysterious island is also a custom left behind by the first chief of the tribe.
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too!
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little, it's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status as a guide. But oddly enough, after returning from the mysterious island, he laid aside his... It really makes me wonder what the journey... A camping trip shouldn't be the... How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party.
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to try to rest and...
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to agree.
Yeah, she's right!
All right. So what do the rules
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules. Everyone just needs to have a good time.
Okay, sounds fun.
So, for the first question...
Oh, we were just talking about this.
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and maybe we can figure out what the first...
Paimon can go first! If you ask Paimon what the purpose of a journey is, it'd definitely be about treasure. And all kinds of delicious food! Most importantly, it's about making the trip together with...
Yes, I can't agree more. Okay, next person. You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it. It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have. Why don't I circle back to you later? You can tell me once you have a clear answer. Next, let's hear what...
Me? If you ask about my travels, well...
That doesn't matter. This is a party around the bonfire, not some...
All right. If I had to say what the meaning of a journey is, before you reach the destination, you don't need to think about anything outside the trip itself.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm on too!
Uh-huh. I hope that didn't sound too silly.
All right. Now it's Varamdra's turn.
All right, if you insist. In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. The so-called journey. So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to find the right result.
Not sure I completely get what you mean.
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same as the decision of your first chief. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the mysterious island to decide that he should end his journey. Once you've achieved the results you want... Before coming here, someone had stolen the results of one of my All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements, and he was able to take all of the honors. All my effort vanished. Do you understand now, Miss Guide? Without results,
I sympathize with your situation, but I'm afraid I can't...
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the mysterious island and find the correct results, my pain and struggles will become... What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong. So I'm willing to trust your judgment. I apologize for our I must make it to the mysterious island. And if I have to entrust my life to someone...
Was that actually supposed to be an apology?
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the Springs. Because the final destination of every journey is your home. It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. It's my hope to also... That is what I would truly call a journey.
Just as you don't agree with me, I can't agree with your point of view.
I'm not too worried about that. After all, another purpose of traveling is to...
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round. Since it's still early,
Huh? Oh no, Paimon. Paimon slept so well. Oh, Mualani and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
just in time. I was about to go look for...
What the... You already crossed the...
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and Varamdra control the nodes this time. We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of controlling them.
Oh, it seems after apologizing, you've already become trusted members of...
Is now really the time to be teasing us?
He's right. We should really hurry over to the...
Even though we had this discussion yesterday, I still want to double-check.
You bet!
Okay, then let's go.
E agora? Para onde será que o time foi?
Paimon accidentally swallowed some water. So scary. What is this?
I can't believe it. There's subterranean...
Mualani was right!
Let's see where this cave leads. Come with me. Need a surfboard? Carving waves! According to the map, we need to head downward? Okay. Don't be afraid, everyone. Jump down with me.
Is that lava up ahead?
It appears these caves were formed by volcanic activity.
I see. Then the spirit waves were affecting lava deep. Altering the lava's flow created temporary holes, which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space. Yes!
Are all scholars from
Hard to say.
But can there be an island in this kind of underground space?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet. This'll brighten up the place.
Laid bare.
Rudder grip! Need a surfboard?
Whoa, what's that light?
Let's keep going. We'll be able to see more clear. Watch your step. Follow closely.
É, aqui é uma dungeon.
Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks. Extract! Phew! Japan! Woohoo! Careful, more falling rocks!
What a maze! There's lava everywhere!
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It would indeed be useful to collect...
There are plants growing here?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit, which I'll... Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same as the one on this talisman.
Isn't that the talisman your teacher...
Yes. In which case, could Uncle New have been here? I'll be sure to ask him about it once we...
There's so much lava, and it's getting pretty...
The lava here doesn't look very stable. I'm afraid we can't...
From here, the light seems to be getting brighter.
A distant light. Wait, there's...
Miss Guide, it seems Varamdra has all...
I've got it! I've got it! Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where we
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spontima Darshan. I specialize in ore. When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious island, one exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. What it was actually referring to, under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are quickly cooled, which then result, since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate. Result, if I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava. An entire island of—
So you mean we really found the mysterious—
Rejoice! Even a small piece of that ore—
Really? Then let's hurry!
Wait, Paimon. We should head back now.
What?
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. When you see the golden— What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't the island that my ancestors once—
Are you joking? You expect me—
But Mualani's judgment has always been right. If she said—
You thought I'm after treasure?
Oh, he's acting weird again.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area of research. And this ore, as long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven beyond any doubt. And to me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered completely—
As we agreed before, please trust my judgment.
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary treasure—
She's not that kind of person, Varamdra.
The result is right before my very eyes.
Oh no! He went running in! How can he do—
Not good. We must stop him.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking? What the— Where did these monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
Misguide. Varamdra,
We'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters.
The lava is rising!
Varamdra.
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time.
But that's way too risky! Okay then, we'll take care of— Let's ride!
The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, what's this? Over there! Oh, looks like I'm just in time.
It's right there! I'm almost there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make—
Why don't I give up? Well,
Me?
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can— That way, you'll have the result you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be— You want to know why I won't give up, but I'm asking why you'd give up such an opportunity.
The lava is rising. If I take this risk, then how will the others get back?
You—
Come with me.
No!
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't serious.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome. It's getting dangerous here, so we need to find a way—
No, I refuse! I can still—
Seriously? How can you be so childish at a time like this?
Varamdra!
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. Even if your research was— I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll still succeed in your— So, I won't allow my dearest senior to die here.
Kari.
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's just the person we need to talk some sense in.
Mualani, the lava is over—
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle New taught me is—
Where did all these Kaholosaurs come—
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it! Paimon accidentally choked on some water again while riding the Kaholosaur.
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We escaped danger and made it back alive. That's what I call—
Oh, really?
What's the point? We still didn't reach the—
Hey, don't look so depressed. You'll scare our good—
Actually, according to the map,
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
come on, let's go to the statue.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Here, look! Some hidden words appeared on the statue after I touched it.
Really? Let Paimon try!
Congratulations, guide from the future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mysterious Island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, they came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. They never let me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry, In the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure.
Legal.
To me, this is the real Mysterious Island.
Legal.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared!
These must have been the words the first chief left for those that were.
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is actually where the people of the springs are living now!
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed, allowing the island to become what it is today. The journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where it ends. Yeah. I think I understand the choice.
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. The principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity. In the flowing, this means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back.
Verandra.
Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the people of the springs with me.
Fine. I suppose that would also count as some
Don't be so down. I have a feeling that the next answer I'm looking.
Paimon remembers now. There's still something important we need.
Essa tribo aqui é muito Final Fantasy. A arquitetura das casas.
Uncle New!
Mualani, it's good to see you again.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious.
But you still have a question you wish to ask me, right?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey. But why didn't you tell anyone?
Because...
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as soon as you finished reading?
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with volcanic dust. Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. But once the dust starts to wear off, the hidden inscription will and this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor, but the legend of the mysterious island would be destroyed as well. If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend and continue to in the end, my companions and I.
Oh.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like Ko'olo will...
But have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island, hasn't actually completed the trip?
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone.
He deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mysterious island. That, as guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. The greatest responsibility of a guide is to take the client, but in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. This allows us to go to places that no one else. Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process and end up becoming like Koolo. They end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake regardless of the consequences, rather than good. This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To lure younger generations into taking. Aside from me, many other tribe members have also traveled to the mysterious island. And just so they've also made pacts with their companions, choosing to give up the results that would prove themselves and give the younger generation the chance.
You've all given up on the...
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. I have given her talent and qualifications. Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Koolo as her teacher. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge precisely because I didn't become someone like. If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide, I'd say I have not returned empty-handed.
Karya, I've come up with a new research topic.
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to find evidence. In any case, I can't give you an answer.
Karya!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you finish that first before recruiting assistants? How could you forget?
Yes, of course. I'll certainly...
But I've always found your proposals fascinating, so I'm sure I won't be able to turn you down there.
Karya, given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. I can use the ideas from the chief's speech to express it. Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time. No. To be more precise, it's been with me even before I set out.
I understand, Varamdra.
It appears this guest has also found his answer.
It seems he's finally put two and two together.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karya said. I can start some new research and reclaim
But it seems he's still as stubborn as before.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mulan.
But, Uncle Nu, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would make...
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can pass...
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout our journey. As thank...
Then remember, the next time you come to visit the people of the Springs...
Friends? I suppose we are theoretically friends now. Yes. When I publish my next pic...
Well, that's one way to thank someone.
Then Varamdra and I will be taking our leave. I truly hope...
Okay, bye-bye!
You're back already. So, as new student...
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
Well, I found something even more precious than the island.
You... Seems you really learned a lot from New about how to make yourself feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of the tribe also gave me that same look. What's that supposed to mean? New, I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places and found... I've even been to... the Mysterious Island. Why do you still look at me as if my words don't bother...
Koolo, even if you had never been to the island, no one would deny your abilities. But as for what we would deny about you, only you can find the answer to that.
Me?
So now, our trip to the Mysterious Island is officially finished, right?
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show you. Come with... This is the place. From what I've heard, if we take a group photo...
What made you think of taking a group photo?
Well, we completed our trip to the mysterious island together.
You've earned the greatest honor for a guide. Yet, you can only walk away with a photo.
Would you call it a sacrifice? I don't really think so. Actually, after all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. Oh, it's kind of hard.
No, I get it.
Traveler.
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a journey? It's a good one. Then let's make this...
Yep, Paimon's ready!
3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur! I wonder when the next journey will begin. I wonder when the next journey...
Cadê? Aqui, né? Eu queria ver onde é que era. Vou voltar aqui. Aqui, né? É, tudo concluído, é aqui mesmo. Quer ver? Tá, beleza. As quests da tribo da Moalani concluída. Até a próxima. Falou!